This is Paul Terry Walhus with AustinCast.com in conjunction with Spring.net, and I'm here with meganschiebe, who's an international podcaster, and she's going to tell you a little bit about how she got started and what she talks about on her podcast. Tell us about your podcast and who you are, okay?
It's a fun podcast. It's really fun. We are BlogTalkRadio /meganschiebe, meganschiebe. It's a really great way to engage international projects, different organizations that are showcasing volunteer opportunities for those of you that are looking to do a lot of volunteer work, and not necessarily field-based volunteering, but a lot of online volunteering. There's huge opportunities for people, no matter where you are in the world, to assist an organization in developing their website or putting together a fundraising campaign or possibly just assisting them with different opinions on revenue-generating programs that they could put together, whether they be in Kenya
Excuse
or Ghana.
me 1 minute. You see that guy right there?
Yes.
That's Paul Young. He founded Product
I just
Camp.
connected with you on Twitter.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yes, today.
It's good to meet you.
I'm Meganschiebe, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
And he's not allowed to talk at product camps for another, 6 months or so?
For one product camp.
For one product
Yeah,
camp.
so this
Okay.
next one, I'm just going to do the morning intro, but I won't do any sessions.
Okay, real good. So he's on a temporary ban because of self-promotion.
That's not nice. Well, just temporary.
He's actually a nice guy, but he's a good sport because somebody called him out in the audience, so he played with it, right? Anyway,
Trying to do the right thing.
how's the Leaf project?
It's good. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And energy. So, between, work, family, and, new company, something's got to give. So I haven't done a lot on it since we last talked, but hopefully by the next time we get together, I'll have something to say.
All right, enough from Paul Young. Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Back to Meganschiebe here. Anyway, that's the guy who started it all.
Right, I think I just connected with him on Twitter over the last 24 hours because his name is...
So what do you want to learn today at Product Party?
This is my first
This is not
product
Product Camp, it's Product Party.
It is. It's a product party. It's my first product party. I'm looking to network with some really creative people with some great ideas. I'm always looking for really creative ideas on my show of how we can improve it, suggestions on how we can enhance what we're doing, people to collaborate with and so forth. And that's really what I'm looking for. I've met some really interesting people. So far it's been 15 minutes.
And what do you talk about on your podcast? And how does your podcast relate to Product Camp or Product Party?
Interesting question. We talk about, as I mentioned earlier, connecting volunteers with international development projects, both online as well as field-based. I think what I'm really getting out of Product Party are people that have some really creative ideas, interesting ways of implementing social media networking strategies. That's something I'm always looking for when I do get involved with a lot of my projects. People or organizations, companies that are promoting new products and really interested in finding out what's out on the market, new upcoming trends and so forth, so that, look at possible potential collaborations between what they're doing as well as what I'm doing in terms of how we could promote combined ventures and so forth. So that's really what I am looking out for.
Excellent.
You're a very popular man. You know everyone, yeah.
I know those guys. I know those guys. It's Kevin there. Anyway, he's with Tech Ranch.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are from where?
I am South African. I grew up in Cape Town, which is where the World Cup is going to be, the opening ceremony anyway. I've been in the US for a couple of years now. I live in Austin, Texas. Love Austin, other than the really hot weather, which is usually why I'm traveling over the summer for the most part. But I was grew up in South Africa, and I think that really gave me a perspective of living or growing up in a developing country and then coming to the US, working in a very Western culture, and then bridging the two of how could we work closer together, how could I incorporate my strengths and my skill sets from growing up in South Africa and tying it into where I am right now, and try to really bridge a lot of the questions that people don't know of. And I think I feel fortunate because I've had the opportunity to, I live in both worlds, and so that really gives me a different perspective of how to look at and approach different things.
Now you said skill set.
Right.
What is your skill set?
just like an interviewer. This is an interview. I think just really one thing that's really important for me is, when I'm interviewing someone, I really want to be able to get an understanding of why they are volunteering, why are they involved with this project, what is it that motivates them, what is it that entices them, what is it that makes them spend 60 hours a week working on this project or this program or with this NGO. I think I learned a lot of that growing up in South Africa because I was exposed to a lot of some really harsh realities of what several regions, several communities are having to go through, and it is very different in the US coming to the US with that perspective, and I think it's really given me a large enhanced understanding of how we could really bridge the two cultures of working in a more collaborative approach, and then that's really important for me, or to me.
Rob Hamlet, do you have any questions for her?
Are you going to order any appetizers?
Wants to know if you're going to order any appetizers.
I don't know, I'm still wondering where the bar is at this stage. I haven't gone past.
So we're here at Product Party. We're partying. We're having a good time. And you're getting ready to go overseas.
I am.
And you're going to travel as a, what would you call it?
As a radio host. I think as an ambassador, as really bringing a voice to a lot of people that need a voice, or I mean not say need a voice, but presenting or empowering people with a voice that they're looking for me to present what they're doing. That's really the whole reason why I started doing my radio show. I did a trip to South Africa where I met several refugees from Zimbabwe, and that really made me realize the capacity that I have just coming home to present or to showcase what a lot of these people are having to go through, because they may have an opportunity to do that, but very little focus and attention is around that, and they really want their stories to be told, and that's what I want to be able to do.
And how do people find you on Twitter, Facebook, and on iTunes?
You can find me on Twitter at meganschiebe, MEGANSCHIEBE. That's my URL name. You can find me on Facebook, Megan Schiebe, travelvolunteersearch.com. That is our fan page. We've just launched another profile page called Global Humanitarian Discussions Radio Show. You can find me that way. Our website is travelvolunteersearch.com.
Travelvolunteersearch.com. Okay.
So we're on Facebook, Twitter, my social actions as well. My social actions /Megan Schiebe. Google us, you'll find us.
Google you'll find you.
You'll find us.
SCHIEBE.
That's the one.
That's it, okay. And we'll let you continue having fun. Thank you for taking time out from the fun to talk to us today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.